Bucksbaum, and I'm the Assistant Director of the Lynbrook Public Library. So glad to see you here. Did you know that you can borrow museum passes with your library card? We have so many offerings, and I have all this information to share with you today. Because what is the Museum Pass program? The museum passes are actually physical items that must be checked out and returned to the library. You get to reserve them up to 2 weeks in advance. We have a whole bunch of museums to choose from, and the museum membership is free admission. Depending on your visit, please check with the museum. If you have any questions or guidelines or to see exactly how many people it admits, or you can ask us and we'll gladly help you. Where do you want to go? There's so many museum passes to choose from. There are about 15 passes to choose from. We have the 9/11 Memorial Museum, the Lieutenant Michael P. Murray Navy SEAL Museum, the New York Hall of Science in Queens, the Nassau County Firefighters Museum and Education Center, the Whaling Museum and Education Center in Cold Spring Harbor. We have the Cradle of Aviation Museum, the Children's Museum that are on Museum Row. We have the Old Westbury Gardens, Old Bethpage Village Restoration, the New York Transit Museum, where you get to go inside a subway, the Intrepid Sea, Air, and Space Museum Complex, where you can see the space shuttle, the Guggenheim, the Fire Island Lighthouse Preservation Society, the Empire Pass, and our newest museum, the Frick Collection. You can reserve the passes in person at the library or by phone. So this is our policy. The passes may be reserved in advance, but must be checked out by an adult. So you must have an adult's card, and your card must be in good standing. Reservations will be taken up to 2 weeks in advance at the children's or adult service desks, or whenever you call, whoever answers the phone, a librarian, can take your reservation. A household may borrow only one pass at a time, and each individual museum may be borrowed no more than every 30 days. The pass may be borrowed only overnight. The pass must be returned in the drop box and must be returned before 9 a.m. the following morning. There are late charges, and there is a replacement fee if you do lose it. Remember to contact the museum directly for any additional information like the operation hours or parking and or the directions, because those can change on a moment's notice and they don't always tell the library. And of course, the museum reserves the right to determine rules and regulations of this pass, and sometimes there might be restrictions or blackout dates. But there can be some exceptions. Reservations can be made up to 2 weeks in advance, except the Empire Multi-Day Pass can be reserved up to 6 weeks in advance. But what is the Empire Pass? Well, the Empire Pass is a pass that gets you into any New York State park. The important thing, we have 2 of them because there's parks that are upstate, and you're not going to be able to borrow your pass overnight, go upstate, that takes 5 hours, and then return it the next day. No, but you're planning a vacation that's upstate. So you can reserve it up to 6 weeks in advance, and you can check out that multi-day pass for as long as your vacation, which is usually 2 weeks tops is most often what our limit is. Sometimes it's a little longer, but most of the times it's shorter. And if you do it in 6 weeks in advance, you'll get it for your vacation. And the day pass is overnight. So if you want to go to Hempstead Lake Park, you reserve the day pass. If you want to go upstate, reserve the multi-day pass. Also, a household may borrow only one pass at a time. Each museum may be borrowed no more than every 30 days. Well, there's a couple exceptions to this too. The pass is wanted the day of, and it's available. So if you come into the library and I want to go to Children's Museum today, and I go to the desk and there's no reservation on it, you can check it out, because we'd rather it be used than just sit there at our desk. The patron is borrowing the Fire Island Lighthouse Pass. Well, we encourage you to also check out the Empire Pass, because that way you get free parking at the Robert Moses Park. So you use the Empire Pass to park, and then you use the Fire Island Lighthouse Pass to visit the Fire Island Lighthouse. The Cradle of Aviation Pass and the Nassau County Firefighter Museum Pass can be checked at the same time, because they're in the same building. There's 2 separate entrances, so you don't have to go to both museums at the same time. But if you want to, and the reservation is available, we'd gladly check both of those passes out to you. We really want you to enjoy your time at the Cradle of Aviation and the Nassau County Firefighters Museum. And if it makes your day more fun to go to both, we'd like to make that happen. There's some other things to know. 2 weeks in advance is really a must for school breaks and days off when the library is open. Some museums do now have blackout dates for school breaks and certain dates. Ask us when and we'll let you know. There are no Sunday reservations. So if you want to go to a museum on Sunday, please reserve it Saturday. Our Sunday hours are only 12 to 4. So if you wanted to go to the Intrepid, you want to get started early. 12 o'clock is just a little too late to get your museum pass. So make the reservation for Saturday, and then it's not due back until 9 a.m. on Monday. And you can drop off the pass in the book drop on your way home anytime. We always accept it in the book drop. That's why it's in this little envelope, so it's safe and protected, and you return it in the book drop, and it'll be in there for 9 a.m. the next morning. Passes can be reserved and checked out on the same day. Just like I said before, we'd rather the pass be used than just sit there at our desk. So if you have an inkling to go to the New York Science Center and it's available, we'll let you go, no problem if the pass is available. Or if you want to go to the Guggenheim, an excellent museum to travel to, you can check it out that same day and go. The library pass is usually not accepted for special museum events, so please check with the museum before you go. The Cradle of Aviation has often like this chocolate expo, and they have a video game expo, and sometimes this Christmas tree expo. Those days, the pass is not valid. So if you're interested in those special events, which are pretty cool, unfortunately I have to pay the museum admission because the library pass is not accepted. Only an adult's card that's in good standing can check out the museum pass. So parents, if you want to take your kids to the museum, make sure you have a library card. Remember, it's free to get your library card. All you need is your ID with your Lynbrook address on it. If you have a driver's license or a non-driver's license with your Lynbrook address on it, that's all you need to get a library card. It's that simple. And the most popular passes are the Long Island Children's Museum, Cradle of Aviation, and the New York Hall of Science. So if you are interested in those passes, I really recommend doing your 2-week reservation. But of course, if it's here and you want to go, we'll gladly check it out to you. So that's everything you need to know about the museum pass. And if you forgot what I said, you can always visit it on our website like I showed you before. It's right here under our services, museum passes. And our policies right on there too, as well as information about all the museums and their websites and their phone numbers and directions on how to get there. So if you can't reach us and you're curious about the museum, please go to our website and it'll take you to all the information that you need to know. Thank you so much for listening to all the information about the museum passes that we offer at the Lynbrook Public Library. Remember, I'm Kathy B, and I'll be so happy to help you if you have any questions about the museum pass policy or anything at the library. The library is here to help you. So I can't wait to see you at the library. Have a wonderful day, and thanks for listening. See you soon.